Hi, I'm Frank Newmyer. What's really important to me is getting to know my clients. Once I establish that base with the client, the trust begins to set in, and then I can establish the key elements that will really fulfill the client's needs. Out of many jobs I've done, one of the things that I find is the unawareness of what the potential is and what I do. For an example, a lot of jobs that I do that are mountains that are in a room size, height, and width are a key location. The wider the mountain across the room, like 30 foot at least, gives you more of a grandeur of a mountain look with at least about a 25-foot height. The side walls, usually if the room is narrow, like 15 feet, your side walls don't want to come out no more than 6 feet, so the room is inviting. Keep in mind that I always try and keep the room very inviting and keep the artistic design to the highest level. In saying that, what I'm really talking about, it varies to the rooms based on some rooms are tranquility rooms. Tranquility rooms deal with no subject matter such as mounted animals. They deal with plant life, high-end inorganic, high-end silk plants, orchids, rocks, waterfalls, things like that in a tranquility room. Same thing could be applicable to a trophy room where there's mounts on the walls, on the rocks and the ledges and platforms. We call a platform something we put the animal on. And you can do a platform in a tranquility room where you have plants and all that hanging over, trees coming in, canopies on trees. All these different type of things is what we highly specialize in. Let's talk about tranquility rooms and the wonderful expressions that you can do with them. They can go from commercial world all the way to the residential world. By the commercial world, I'm talking about doctors' offices, hospitals, any kind of place or public setting where people can go in and relax, coffee houses, you name it. I've done all kinds of different types of work for clients. Residential could be in bathrooms, your foyer, any area. Example, some people live in the woods and they have a big opening in their front entrance and will run the trees right down through the hallway in the house and come right out, where they come right out, and on the door we'll have it ledged into the doorway and the opening. Anything's possible that can be done to make an exciting environment. Let's face it, if I'm in Pittsburgh or if I'm in Houston and I'm on the expressway driving home, my knuckles are white. When I get home, I want to stay and be captured in an environment that I want to be there a while. And that's where, like they say, there's no place like home. That's what we try and create every day. Fireplaces, for example, they're really big in the United States. Everybody likes the setting of a fireplace. I'm always caught up in, I don't want the traditional brick upon brick, stone upon stone look. I like a big glacial rock cut up and where you can have a relief coming out, a sculpture in it. You could have a waterfall. You could have a waterfall fireplace. Anything is possible to do with very little maintenance on the water and everything else, with lighting effects and everything. You can pretty much create whatever you would desire. One of the thoughts that I have right now about being an interior mountain builder is a lot of times when I talked earlier about having the height and the width, and we bring a mountain out from the wall, let's say 20 feet or so, that's all dead space from the 20 feet back to the wall. What we do with those areas is we literally make that a cave, and in that cave you can have a wine room, you could have a gun safe, you could have an area where you can play cards. Some men call it, they go to their cave world. But anyway, it's valuable unused space. And the outcome of it, every time we do something like that, the client is incredibly happy about it. Whatever your interest is for any artificial environment in your home, be it an indoor mountain, be it a tranquility room, a wine room, a waterfall, or trees in your house, give me a call.